Liverpool knows it's time to hear from their hero, Ringo Starr, sitting down with me right now to have a chat. Hello again.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're home, back where it all began.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Everyone in the room lived in our street.
It is a small town, though. It is a very cozy feel to it, isn't there?
You haven't been here long, have you?
There's that trademark Liverpudlian wit, right?
Yeah.
Right? You know, we debuted your video this week on our program for Liverpool 8, and I have to tell you, Julie Chen and I were watching it in the studio, and we got misty-eyed. It's this beautiful, melancholic tour of your life and your career. What's it like for you to travel through your life and career through that song?
You know, it started with Dave. Dave Stewart and I wrote the song, and he had this idea of doing an autobiography. So I just went through what I did, because I was a sailor first. I sailed the sea because I was actually on the Tudno going to Wales and back. And but it only lasted 5 weeks, but, you know. And it was useless in the pub, because I'd go in the pub and they'd say, oh, yeah, I just got back. And they say, when do you leave? 8 this morning.
You make jokes about it, but is there a sadness
I wanted to go
at all
deep
to
sea.
it?
Everybody in our neighbourhood, there was always one of the men, one of the lads was going and coming back with camel seats from India and stuff like that. And so I wanted to be in the Merchant Navy. And so to get in the Merch, it was, if you worked on the coast boats going to Llandudno, as I did and back on the Tudno, it was easier to get your deep sea ticket. So that's why I went, but it didn't last, it didn't work out.
Is it emotional or sad for you to look back at all that and your career? Because we listened to the song and we agreed, a few of us here, it kind of makes us want to cry. It's a little sadness to it.
Well, it's a man's life, you know. I worked on the railways before that, but we couldn't rhyme it with anything. You know, so it's not in. That was my first job, and then on the boats, and then I was in a factory, like it says.
Right.
And with Rory Storm, that's how it says. I played Butlins, and then, you know the rest.
We do. Let's talk about Beatlemania.
Okay.
What was it like to be one of those 4 guys in the height of the madness?
It was a lot of fun, and it was great, and we made great music. And, you know, I was an only child, and suddenly I had 3 brothers. So for me, it was incredible.
Do you think about it every day?
I don't think about it every day, no.
When did you stop thinking about it every day?
Well, it's not something you do, you know. You don't think about it every day. You don't wake up saying, oh, what about those days? You have to sort of get into this day, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get into this day now. But the joy is, and the blessing, at 13, I wanted to be a drummer in a band, which I achieved, and I wanted to play with good players, which I achieved, and I'm still doing it. So it's, you know, the dreams are still coming true.
Which one of you 4 scored the most women?
Okay. I was there. What are you shouting about?
Yeah, let him answer.
Well, Paul actually pulled the most.
Paul?
Because he was just so darn cute.
But in America, you were the cute, cuddly teddy bear.
I was the one in America, yes. I was Mr. America.
Mr. America.
I loved America because they just went for me, and it was great.
It was all about Ringo. That's all we talk about over there. You did score The Ultimate Woman, your wife, the beautiful actress Barbara Bach.
I did.
You've been together more than 2 decades.
Yeah, why are we saying decades? You mean 20 years?
Yeah. 25? 26?
27 years we've been together.
Is that your biggest accomplishment?
Well, you may be clapping, but you don't have to live with her. But it's a blessing. You know, I always say it's, you know, I love the woman, and I'm blessed that she loves me.
Aww. I know that you also keep
Don't worry, when you grow up, there'll be someone out there for you.
They're mostly university students, which is why he said that. I know that you're also in close contact with the widow of one of your teammates, Yoko Ono.
Well, yeah, we hook up. We were just in Iceland for the John Lennon Light of Peace in Reykjavik, and that was great. And, yeah, we just, you know, if we're in the same city, we may bump into each other, or if there's something going on like that, we'll hook up. But it's not like we're going on holiday together.
What's the first thing that pops into your mind about John?
Very little these days. John was an incredible man, and nobody played guitar like he did, or wrote those songs. I mean, he was great.
What about George?
Yeah, George was my friend. Yeah.
What about Paul? You recently talked in an interview. He said that there was a 50-50 chance that they would perform together again. We're going to need some better odds here. Can you make some news for us?
Yeah, 50-50.
You're tough, man.
Yeah. People still say that. How crazy are they? You're going down the street and say, hey, when are you getting back together?
We'd love to see it.
Well, it's a bit tough right now.
All right. Stick around, Ringo. We can't wait to hear your songs in just a little bit.
Great.
For right now, let's send it back to New York.